Okay guys, let's do this and let's make me proud. Yeah, well, what am I looking for again? Oh man, where are my notes? Where are my notes? Where are my notes? Where are my notes? Oh yeah, there you are. Let's do this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Philomena. If you're new here, karibu sana. This is being Ilomic. We live, love and grow in grace, and yeah, we are back to it. So anyway, in the previous video, I told you that I'll tell you what I've been doing while on my break, and I hope you're not hoping for anything fancy, because there's nothing fancy. If anything, it's just been a lot of nothingness. Like, it's just no structure, nothing. No intentionally trying to heal myself and talk to someone, and nothing. It has been zero structure. Let me tell you what that has been like. So after I posted the last video on Monday, that Wednesday I came across an application for reading books, and that the first one that I saw was a novel, but it went until a certain point, and then I had to pay to keep on reading that book. So I don't know, I think it led me to a Play Store, and so once I was in the place, oh, what did I do? Let me see. No, so it led me to no, I had I had to pay to keep on reading that story. I didn't know if it was just that story or if I would get more books once I had paid, and I think it was 500 shillings. So previously, last year, I was introduced to this application. It's called Wattpad, where you get to read stories, but I didn't follow up on it. Someone mentioned it. They were reading a story from the application. So now I decided, these books seem interesting, so let me check Wattpad. So I checked Wattpad, and I checked the story that my friend had told me about, and I read it, and it was good. So Wattpad has stories that are, most of them are not fully published. It's like YouTube, but for books, where someone brings their story, and then you can read and you can vote for them and comment and all that. So most of those stories are not published, and they are not very refined. They're not that level of publishing. I guess that's the best way that I can describe them. And then while I was downloading Wattpad, I came across another application that is called AnyBooks. Now, AnyBooks had published books, novels, any kind of book, and so I downloaded both applications. But during that first week, before I decided to stop shooting and all that, I was reading The Perfect Match on Wattpad. You should check it out. It's by a camper. She's called Siokao Motolu, and I went on and on to read all her books on Wattpad. She's amazing, very creative, I would say. So during those 3 months, I think most of my time was taken up by reading on Wattpad or on AnyBooks. Now, at some point, I think on AnyBooks, the first book that I read was the trilogy of 50 Shades of Grey. So the 3 books: 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, 50 Shades Freed, and then there's a fourth one that is called Grey. So the first three books are written in the voice of Anastasia Steele, but Grey is written in the voice of Christian Grey. So I loved the application. I sororad, and I saw that I can download a lot of books, biographies, educational books, entrepreneurship books. So at some point it required for me to pay 700 bob, and then I can get a lifetime of books, and so I paid for it, and now I'm able to read those books. So mostly for those 3 months, the main thing and the one hobby that I came up with was reading books, and I loved it. I really loved it. It was a good way for me to get over my stress and to block away negative energy. The only thing I would say is I took it a little further, and instead of reading when I was free, I was doing other things when I was not free, or when I was not reading. So it took up most of my time, and I had a lot of fights with my mother, and Ben was silently angry with me or disappointed. Yeah, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing, and then not so good. But I think I'm overcoming it now. Sometimes I'm able to pause so that I can do other things. A good thing. So that's what I've been doing. I have a new hobby that is reading, and I'm loving it. The other thing that I've been doing, God guys, I don't know, I know that most people are saying that they're eating a lot more these days because of coronavirus. This just corona weight is coming up. coming. I have been stuffing my face with food. It's not even funny. And then it doesn't help that kulikuwa na season ya mahindi, so tunachoma mahindi, tunachemsha mahindi mbichi, and then it's avocado season. I've been having avocados breakfast, lunch, and supper. Ooh, mind blowing. Oh, what else? Oranges, and I don't know what you call them. Tangerine, I think. I'm not sure, but it's a sijui niziite nini. I can't tell you. I can't even say it in Kikamba, but they are just delicious citrus fruits. What else have I been eating? I have been eating a lot, you guys. Don't ask me where the food is going. I have no idea. Just my body does its own thing, and it's not that I'm not eating. I am. And some parts have been expanding, and yeah, let's just go with the flow. Just don't ask me questions that I cannot answer. That's as far as you're going to get. Been eating a lot, been stuffing this face like crazy. One of the things that happened during my break is, just before my break, apart from putting a stop to filming and YouTube, prior to that, I had been struggling with my routines, whether that's my prayer routines or my morning and evening routines. Just whatever structure that I had, I was battling, I was pushing myself. I was struggling to get through all those routines. At some point, I used to be good in drinking water, at least 2 liters of water in a day. It came down to sometimes no water, just depending on whatever water is in foods and fruits. Yeah, so all those routines I was struggling with. So what I did is, now this decision I made together with stopping to film and all that, is to let the structures go and give my permission to not follow any structures. And the reason why I did this is, once you give yourself permission, it is easier for you, or at least I find that it is for me to control myself when I'm going too far. So if it's like well, I wanted to give you the example of my sleep routines, but my sleep routines have been horrible because sometimes I've been sleeping even at 6 in the morning, and I want to wake up. I should wake up in the morning, so sleep in the morning, wake up in the morning, I don't know. So but it's that you can, it's easier once you give yourself permission. Is, you know that you're going down, but you will check yourself not to go too far, instead of fighting with yourself and battling with yourself about, you know, keeping the structure that you're struggling with. So my routines went down, my sleeping down, and like I said, mostly my sleep went down because of the reading that I was doing, because I was like, this chapter has ended at a cliffhanger, and I want to see what happens in the next, and then by the time I realize it, it's 3 in the morning. What can a girl do? And then because I'm not getting enough sleep, or because I'm sleeping until late, then I get lazier and lazier and lazier. I even stopped salvaging myself and allowed myself to just go with the bad flow. But the good thing is, I've not recovered from my bad sleep behavior, but I'm hoping to. At least I've been trying this week to wake up at 9 a.m. at least. So sometimes I will sleep late, but whatever happens, I'll wake up at 9 a.m. Maybe I'll take a nap later. So that is it. There's nothing interesting that I was doing. The other thing is just being with family, hiding away from corona. I stopped watching news, except for, you know, the ones that shake you to the core, like the police brutality and all that. But I didn't watch the news. I was following it up on social media, but in the background. Yeah, so that is basically it. What I'm doing, which I'm not supposed to do while I'm talking to you guys, is I'm adding some super glue to this, so that the hooks, so that I can attach them. That's what I'm doing, and I'm going to stop doing that so that I can finish up with this video. So that's it. That's as much as I can keep you up to speed, you guys. That's all that I've been doing. And yeah, and mostly once we are having conversations with people around me, then I would tell them, I would let out my anger, share my frustration and all that. So that's basically it, and that's how I've been able to come to this place that I am now, which is much better than it was 3 months ago. So I will see you on the next one. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Yes, so see you on the next one, guys. I missed you so much, and I really do hope that you're doing well. And if you're not, figure out a way for you to start doing well. It's important. If you have to get people, share with them. If you have to figure out something, for instance, like for me, reading, then go ahead and do it. Just find something to get yourself back on track, and not to get back to your old life, but to get to a point where you're okay with being yourself and living your life as it is right now. Don't give anyone the power to or anything the power to make you not enjoy life. Figure out how you can enjoy life and enjoy it. Love your life. So I'll see you on the next one. Subscribe, like and share. Yeah, bye guys.